This show manages to squeeze meaning in even the smallest of details. This Firehawk is done in such a way that you notice it in the opening shot, then an entire scene unfolds for a couple of minutes, and the Firehawk comes back at the very end, right as the viewer has started to forget about it.
It appears I've been promoted to Admiral. My request is now in order.
The scene lays out the premise that Zhao is second in command at this fortress. Then, the small detail, in this case, the Firehawk, is the same detail that changes the premise of the scene entirely. Mainly that Zhao is now in command.
My request is now in order.
And then, an entirely new and unknown premise is set for the viewer when we see the Blue Spirit appearing at the very end of the scene, and no further explanation is given.
Is now in order.
I feel that the music at the end of this scene matches the tone quite well, in that what appears to be the end of the scene with Zhao becoming the top dog is met with defiant music. That is, until the shot begins to focus on the Blue Spirit in the background, during which the music changes to more of a mysterious tone. Sakura is extra hilarious when he's sick.
You know what I love about Appa the most? His sense of humor.
That's nice. I'll tell him.
Classic Appa. Take that, you rock!
Aang, please hurry.
Who's this Aang kid you keep talking about, Your Highness?
Admiral Zhao is not allowing ships in or out of this area. Off my ship!
Iroh doesn't bat an eye when Zuko is screaming at these soldiers. He's just happy to be playing and winning at Pi Show.
I'm certain you will win if he play again.
With Zhao's resources, it's just a matter of time before he captures the Avatar.
My honor. My throne. My country. I'm about to lose them all.
This line gives great insight into how much Zuko thinks his identity rests on him capturing Aang. He feels that he will lose everything that makes him who he is if he cannot follow through on this one task. The archers display their amazing precision the moment Aang is in the open, to which Aang still gives them the benefit of the doubt.
I think you dropped this.
This part when Aang throws up the ice wall and the archers hit 3 arrows in a row is a direct callback to the archers' training in the beginning of the episode. I like how we see Aang captured in the fortress, and each shot pans out further with the beat of the music, revealing the magnitude of Aang's situation.
So this is the great Avatar, master of all the elements.
Zhao really does make a fantastic villain.
Untie me and I'll fight you right now.
No. Tell me, how does it feel to be the only airbender left? Do you miss your people?
Letting Aang know exactly what he's planning to do with him, and trying to take away any hope he has.
You won't be killed like they were. See, if you die, you'll just be reborn, and the Fire Nation will have to begin its search for the Avatar all over again. So I'll keep you alive, but just barely. There is no escaping this fortress, and no one is coming to rescue you.
We are the sons and daughters of fire!
Zhao's speech is the perfect distraction for Zuko to sneak, because it is loud enough to cover his movement, and the attention of all the Fire Nation soldiers is on Zhao. The timing of when Zhao says,
Only one thing stood in our path to victory. The Avatar!
and Zuko is shown going to rescue the Avatar,
He is now my prisoner!
as the center of the fortress is shown, which is where Aang is being held at the moment. It's incredible to see how skilled Zuko is in standard, non-bending, hand-to-hand combat. topped off with a knife throw of surgical precision, followed by a water dump to leg sweep, all in one quick motion. Zhao blowing up his ego even further.
I want a full transcription of my speech, along with glowing testimonials from all of the ranking officers present, and...
Suck it! Aang and Zuko make quite the dynamic duo. I love how Aang's instinct is to protect whoever he's with.
Open the gate.
Zhao showing some intelligence by letting them out so you can have one of his archers hit Zuko with an arrow.
A situation like this requires precision. Their precision is legendary. The Yuyan can pin a fly to a tree from 100 yards away without killing it.
Aang's line about Zuko and him being friends.
And he was from the Fire Nation, just like you. If we knew each other back then, do you think we could have been friends too?
Hits different when you know that Roku and Sozin were friends. Not to mention that Zuko is a descendant of Roku.
Your mother's grandfather was Avatar Roku.
Aang, did you make any new friends?
No, I don't think I did.
Aang says no, and then the scene cuts to Zuko, who physically turns his back on the Fire Nation flag. Later, in Season 3, once Zuko metaphorically turns his back on the Fire Nation, is when him and Aang do become friends.
I can't believe a year ago my purpose in life was hunting you down. And now
we're friends.
And the final gem from this episode is that we see Uncle Iroh still has the horn and monkey from episode 9.
Oh, that is handsome!
you bought a Sungi horn?
For music night on the ship. Where have you been, Prince Zuko? You missed music night!
I can't thank you enough if you are still watching at this point. Remember to smile with your eyes, and the clouds are saying that we will meet again next video.